Hey guys, it's Merce. Welcome back to Harpies in the Trees, where I review horror books with a supernatural focus. So I made a post on YouTube where I asked if you guys wanted to see the book review for Florence and Giles and Remembering the Dead, or if you wanted to see the unboxing next, and you chose unboxing. Of course, everyone loves the Abominable unboxings. I do too. You know, I just want to open it and share what's in there and talk about it and explore it. So I was so happy you guys chose that one. And also, I wasn't really too happy with my video that I did for Florence and Giles, so it kind of worked out. I'm going to reshoot that. But first, let's talk about the answers that you guys had to some of the questions that I didn't have an answer for the Friday the 13th franchise tag by Paperback Junkie. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we are in the comments section. Let's check it out. Randy Smith says, Carrie by Stephen King is a really good book for the telekinesis question. That's a really popular answer that we'll see throughout the comments. Are you into horror? Hey. He also said Carrie for the telekinesis question. Mark B gives us a bunch of answers for some questions. So for the protagonist that changes within the series, Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice. He also mentions Merrick, Blackwood Farm, and Blood Canticle, also by Anne Rice, are characters that cross over into, I guess, other series, and it's kind of a mashup. Also talks about Parasite by Darcy Coates, which is a story that takes place in space, and that's definitely a book that I want to grab. Okay, Anthony Wheeler says Stephen King's Firestarter also has telekinesis in it. Michelle V says If You Tell by Greg Olson, a great crime where the mother is villain. Dip Tian, I don't know if I said that right, also mentioned Carrie, and he says, hey, you didn't say, hey guys, it's Merce in the beginning of the video. I know, I totally blanked out, and then I cursed myself, and didn't say it in the next video either, so. Philip Black says, a book that featured telekinesis was Usher's Passing by Robert McCammon, and he also mentions Carrie and the Fury for telekinesis. Alex Mac01 says The Fury as well. James Fetcho, Necroscope changes protagonist later in the series, and I just got that in the other day, so I'll be doing a little book haul. Neathish Reads and Ophelia is Falling both mention Carrie for telekinesis as well. Thank you guys so much for commenting on those questions. It was super cool. Just one more thing until we get into the unboxing. You may have noticed that I posted a video kind of like pretty quietly. I just kind of posted it up, and it's these 60-second short story horror reviews that I'm doing. Basically, I'm recording myself reviewing one short story a day. I have a bunch of short story collections, and I was just like, you know, I feel like I'm never gonna get to these. So I'm doing little compilations of these. They're like not gonna be any longer than 5 minutes. There's some really good feedback on that, so thank you so much. If you're in a reading slump and you just don't know what to do, I suggest you go take a horror collection out of your bookshelf, because I know you have one somewhere, and just read one story a night, even if it's only 10 pages. You know, I think it'll get you back into, you know, maybe like the mood of wanting to read again, and at the very least, you are reading something every day. So give it a try if you're in a slump. But yeah, so let's get into the unboxing now, because I was on TikTok and I accidentally was just, you know, scrolling through, and I saw that somebody had gotten the Abominable box, and I saw a little bit of a sneak peek about what might be in here. So I am actually pretty excited. If it is what I think it is, it's gonna be really cool. So let's get into it. And here we go, the box is here, it's all in one piece, and it's a little heavy. I say it's a little heavier than like last month. Little different setup this time. So we can see the Gasling is right there on the top. I've missed this magazine. Like, I love it so much. Oof, unfortunately it is pretty bent on the bottom here, but maybe we can flatten that out with some heavy books. The cover is awesome. It says The Gasling, book number 13, Tales of Ghosts, the Macabre, and the Oh So Strange. I don't recognize any of the authors on here, but maybe you do. Let me know down in the comments if you do. I love the back cover. It has that Victorian Sears and Roebuck catalog kind of style and layout. When I was a kid, I found a newer print of a Sears and Roebuck catalog, and I used to just like look through that for hours. I was just so fascinated by all of the things that were in there, so I've always loved these type of design layouts. Let's take a peek inside. You know I love this. This is so cool. It's called Unlucky for Some by Nick Ryle Wright. Ooh. This is my goal in life. Oh my god, I'm gonna love looking through this issue. This is really exciting. It's, you know, the Victorian theme, like I love it so much. This is gonna be so cool. Very excited about this. All right, so on top we have our beverages, as we always do, in this striped paper. We have my most favorite, it's not instant coffee, it's like a coffee bag, sort of like tea, but it's coffee, so it's even better. Then we have a cappuccino, instant cappuccino. We have our teas. Ooh, this is a new one. Chocolate coconut flavor green tea. That's, I don't know about that one. And then of course we have our hot chocolate. Okay, so we have the spoiler card. I am just going to set this to the side for now. And I see that we have our snacks. They are cookies, border beautifully crafted biscuits, sweet memories, butterscotch crunch. Wow, these look really good. I'm not going to taste them, but I'm pretty sure that somebody in this house will eat them. All right, okay, so, oh, this is so cool. Okay, so this is what I had spied on TikTok by accident. I saw it and I was like, no, I don't wanna know, but I had already seen it and recognized it because it is so iconic. And it's Samara, but she's coming out of your cell phone now. Ooh, this is awesome. And it says the Abracadaver apparel, clothing and adornments. So this is so cool. This must be a vendor that they're working with. And this is the new book. It is called The House of 100 Whispers, which is so amazing because I wanted to get this and I'd actually added it to my Goodreads TBR because I'd seen people talking about this. So now I'm very excited. I feel so spoiled. I feel like the last couple of boxes I've just been getting books that I've been wanting. Cover is beautiful. I love the combo red, black, and white. On a wind-swept moor, an old house guards its secrets. All Hallows Hall is a rambling Tudor mansion on the edge of a bleak and misty moor. I'm sorry, I'm getting really excited. Okay. It is not a place many would choose to live, yet the former governor of Dartmoor prison did just that. Now he's dead, and his children, long estranged, are set to inherit his estate. But when the dead man's family comes to stay, the atmosphere of the moor seemed to drift into every room. Floorboards creak, secret passageways echo, and wind whistles in the house's famous priest hole. And then, on the same morning, the family decided to leave for good. Their young son, Timmy, disappears from inside the house. Does evil linger in the walls, or is evil only ever found inside the minds of men? I'm trying to contain my excitement because I don't want to be squealing, but this sounds so cool, like right up my alley. I mean, the Tudor mansion thing, the bleak and the misty moor, all of these mysteries in the house. Plus it has this family that's living there that is I guess a governor of the prison, so that sounds like it's gonna be a little, you know, there's gonna be some stuff there, you know? So, and then they mention also here a priest hole. I know about the priest hole because I think I've seen it mentioned in some movies and books and stuff. and it's a place where Catholic priests would be able to hide or to give service to Catholic families when being Catholic was sort of a crime. You know, it was like Protestant faith was really what everyone was supposed to be or something. So it's some scenario like that. So it's really, really interesting. Oh, so this is not a Titan book. Usually we get books from Titan Publishing. This is a Head of Zeus book. So I'm really gonna have to restrain myself not to read this right now because I'm almost done with my original TBR, which means I only have 4 books left, and I'm starting on on one of the 4 right now. And then I'm gonna read my Scary Locations TBR, which to be honest isn't the books aren't very long, so it shouldn't take too long at all, so. Very good, very excited. I like this theme too. I mean, this like red, black, and white theme. I wonder if that was on purpose. So now we have our 2 bookmarks. This is the Full Guts box. So this is the box where you get the books and the magazine, and the pen and the sweets and treats and beverages and bookmarks and stuff. But you can also get a version of this box that only has the books and the magazine, and it's a little bit cheaper. So these are our 2 bookmarks that we get this month. We always get one that features a microfiction by Owen, who is one of the proprietors at the Abominable Book Club. And then we get another bookmark, which it can be a variety of different things. Sometimes it's a specialty bookmark made by someone else. Sometimes it has a theme to it. So let's go ahead and check this one out first. And this bookmark says, "Well, Clarice, have the lambs stopped screaming?" And I think we all know who's talking here. It's Hannibal Lecter. It seems like this is a recipe for liver and fava beans. So we have a very special recipe here for a very special evening, if you so want to make one yourself. Let's go ahead and read this microfiction. Bookmark 9, Series 3. The burial chamber was filled with the smell of rot, a stench of things centuries old and centuries decayed that insulted the nose. Dr. Howard's team had spent days cataloging the items from inside, but there was still so much left. He saw opulence and excess everywhere he looked. The dim light from the lantern glittering across 1,000 priceless gems like eyes in the dark. Dr. Howard approached the sarcophagus, a monolith etched in the likeness of its long-dead occupant, and got on his knees. The jugs had been cumbersome to carry so deep into the tomb, but he made it here without spilling much of their contents. In front of the sarcophagus was a golden ceremonial bowl, into which he upended each jug. He was careful not to splash too much as he poured, and he watched the thick, nourishing red liquid drain out through the hole in the center of the bowl. He had to be quick. The soldiers would be back soon. They would find his team slaughtered in their tents, their bodies drained of life. But by then it wouldn't matter. He would be returned, and no army could stop him. I just watched The Mummy, so it's kind of like what I'm seeing right now. Okay, so now we are on to my favorite part. And it has, I like this. The bloodstains seem to be a little bit more lifelike. So if you haven't seen this before, this is their seal from their library. It's wax and they put it on top of this twine. They always wrap up their used books this way. It's just so fun. This is my favorite part, so I always wait till the end. I don't want to make a guess this time. Last time I guessed that it was Stephen King and I was right. But I want to be surprised, universe, okay? What can it be? What can it be? Oh, this is a surprise. Nick Cutter's The Deep. Now, I've been hearing people talk about Nick Cutter. I think he wrote The Troops, right? Like, I think that might be true. Let me see, it should say. Oh yeah, The Troop, okay. And I heard that a lot of people enjoyed that. I wasn't sure if it was like for me, but I heard a lot of people loved it. So this is a 2015 book. This is kind of exciting. A strange plague called the Gets is decimating humanity on a global scale. It causes people to forget small things at first, like where they left their keys, the not-so-small things like how to drive or the letters of the alphabet. Their bodies forget how to function involuntarily. There is no cure. But far below the surface of the Pacific Ocean, a universal healer hailed as ambrosia has been discovered. In order to study this phenomenon, a special research lab has been built 8 miles under the sea's surface. When the station goes incommunicado, a brave few descend through the lightless fathoms in hopes of unraveling the mysteries lurking at those crushing depths, and perhaps to encounter an evil blacker than anyone could imagine. Wow. Yes. Okay. One of the things that you might not know about me, because it just never really comes up, I guess, is that I love underwater horror, like The Abyss, I love that type of stuff, where there's something foreign or weird or strange about something underwater, something lost, or, something alien-like or something. I love that type of stuff underwater, because to me, underwater is just kind of, it's almost like space. You're trapped, you can't breathe if you take off your apparatus. It's a very claustrophobic kind of place to be. And because it is so unknown, like space, it's literally anything can be there. And that's just so fun. I forget everything all the time, so I don't know if I'd actually know if I was getting the Gets. This is a great box. I'm so stoked on this box. I'm so stoked. I mean, everything here is like just me, in a sense. This is so cool. Also, I know that this is just a random book that came into my box, but the color combinations here, they're flying. They're like, yeah, this is like sick. I love it. Let's go over the spoiler card before I get too distracted. So it says full guts for June 2021. House of 100 Whispers by Graham Masterson. If you have been a fan of horror for any length of time, the chances are you know the name Graham Masterson. Who knows, maybe you even received a few of his classic books from the accursed library. No list of influential, game-changing genre authors is complete without Masterson, and it is an honor for us to include his latest nightmare tale in our box. The Gasling Book 13. The Gasling, fast becoming Wales' best homegrown horror publication, have outdone themselves once more with another slick, gorgeous magazine chocked full of haunting stories such as Jimmy's Jar Collection by Anne Voila, 1000 Rabbits by Beanie Aurora White, and Emily Ruth Verona's excellent The Dog Lives in This One. Oh my god. Okay, so this pen is, the name of this pen is called Ringtone. No, that's great. I love that. So let me know what you guys think about this box. Did you enjoy it? Did you get this box? What used book did you get? Let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, please like and comment below. I hope you have a great weekend coming up. And besides that, just take care of yourself, watch out for each other, and I will talk to you next time.